So we are going to start Git and we'll also see GitHub from scratch. What is that you should know if you want to work with this Git? IDE Visual Studio 2022. So you should be good at using Visual Studio 2022. So you are aware of that and should have some basic programming knowledge. So I hope you people are aware of Visual Studio, right? It is not a big deal. Git and GitHub, these are two famous terms in the market. You might have heard about that. Git is something where you control your source code, where you can undo something. So just you imagine like you are working on MS Word document, right? You are working on MS Word document. What do? You make some changes and you say save. Once you say save, you can also do one thing, right? You can say Control Z. So undo. You can undo the changes that you did, and you can bring back your Word document to the previous content. Are you with me? So that kind of control we need on our source code. So that is achieved with the help of Git, and you can integrate this Git with your Visual Studio. So Visual Studio supports Git, but you need to integrate it. You need to integrate it. Now GitHub. Now this source code you are just pushing to cloud, so that it should be available globally throughout the world for any user to work on it. So you can have a team collaborate and they can work on same source code. Like just you think of like a Word document in your Google, you upload it to the cloud. So Google Docs, which is in the cloud, even there you can have uh, you can undo the things. So you have a backup. Git is on your local system. GitHub is on cloud. I hope you understood the difference between Git and GitHub. We'll implement the things will be more clear. So normally in our early days, we used to work with Visual Studio Safe Source VSS. We used to work with VSS just for controlling your source code. Then we moved for TFS, Team Foundation Server. Then we moved for Visual Studio Code. Now Microsoft has stick to this Git for your source code, and you have Azure for cloud. Like GitHub we have, so you have Azure DevOps to push your code in the cloud, to store your code in the cloud. So anyway, we'll implement. I hope basic difference you got. Git is for your local system. GitHub means the code that is on your local system, you have just saved it in the cloud.